as a policymaker, I had grave and serious concerns about Iran's counterproliferation, their nuclear ambitions. I also understood very well, because of my responsibilities, that Iran is a state sponsor of terrorism. They are the single largest funder of Hezbollah, a military organization that trains, arms, and is deployed around the world with until 9/11, we were very clear that they had a greater capability than Al-Qaeda. But we don't treat them that way, do we? And by the way, when you talk about the concern of the threat to the entire free world of a nuclear Iran, why is it we talk about that as a counterproliferation issue without saying to the American people who now understand in a post-9/11 world the threat of terrorism, how would you feel about a terrorist organization, a state sponsor, who funds and arms a terrorist organization, about having a nuclear capability that they would be free to transfer to that terrorist organization, which is already deployed around the world? I don't understand why, as a country, we're not perfectly clear these are not separate issues. That Iran is a state sponsor, and that Iran is a proliferator of nuclear capability. The FTO designation, as you can imagine, during my time in the government, I was in the Justice Department for many years, and then in the White House, monitoring the FTO process, the designation, foreign terrorist organization designation process, working with the State Department was among my responsibilities. I must tell you that having traveled throughout the Middle East and around the world talking to our allies, the FTO designation process, we should just be honest, is disrespected by our allies. It is ineffective, it is corrupted by politics, and I don't mean corrupted in the criminal sense, but it has been pervaded by the political debate, which is part and parcel of a foreign policy discussion when you're setting foreign policy goals. And the fact that we permit domestic politics and foreign policy concerns to come into what is supposed to be an objective process, that is the designation of a foreign terrorist organization, undermines U.S. credibility. The MK is not the only people who have suffered. Sometimes it's been used in other contexts to take somebody off the list as a diplomatic reward to try and encourage good behavior. I would go one step further than my colleague. Should the MK come off the list, the U.S. Congress should abolish the list, because I frankly think, in many respects, because of how it's operated, it does more to undermine our credibility on these subjects. And so I would both take MK off the list, and I would ask Congress to abolish it.